Hello guys, my name is Benz, welcome to the video. Now, this game is a time consuming game. This is one of the games that if you like the idea of the transport industry and moving things about and just having a general love for a process, having something coming from a start and coming to a finish, then this game's for you. This is Transport Fever. I believe there's a precursor one to this, which I think is Train Fever. I don't know how much that is on Steam. I'll put a link to this on Steam. So this is your general transport simulation game. It's almost like an RTS sort of thing. It's very similar to City Skylines, which we've got a plane which is get the end of its life, so we'll leave that there for a second so I can remember to do that. Let's go to where that is. Just see where that is. Yeah, actually no, we'll worry about that another time. We've got other things to deal with. Excuse me. So yeah, this is my save file that I've been working on. It's not optimized. Well, some bits are optimized to get things around, and some things ain't. Some things I've just been testing with and messing around. One of the main things I've messed around with is the airports, which you can see are not very busy at all. The freight ones, I've got a freight airport over here, which is pretty damn busy actually. I've got as many planes as I can in there. I've got 3 planes working on that. I think I've got one coming into land, which is over there. Something you might have noticed is, quite a few of my planes are getting to the end of life. So you might notice is the names are similar. If you're from around this area or you know my area, then you'll see that the area names are familiar. I've got Stowmarket, it's just down the road, Ipswich, which is obviously where I live. I've got Bury St Edmunds, which is about an hour down the road, not even that really. I've got Felixstowe. I called this one Felixstowe basically because we have a port here. So we've got the port of Felixstowe working here, and up here I believe I have Colchester. This is just the next biggest local major town, so I thought I'd have that there. So basically what Transport Fever is you've got your commodities. So let's say let's use these ones for example. So let's say we've got this thing here. This is a farm, so it's Swanley Farm, which is linked to the closest town, which would be Swanley. Which I think this used to be Swanley, but I renamed it because this will be Swanley as well. Yes, that's Swanley. So here we have. Actually no. I think I'm better to explain it with ones that I've already got things at. So let's go to the farm. Is going to be the best one to show off. That's not a farm. Where's my farm? So I've got a farm here. So this farm produces grain and livestock. So it just produces those. Those are the things that it will produce. As long as there is a demand for them. As long as there's a demand for them, it will produce just grain and livestock. So what you do with the grain and the livestock is they get moved on to a food processing plant. Now I've got one going down there, but my next one, my main one that I use, goes to here. So all that grain and all that livestock gets transported into. I have 2 things. So I've got an import. So the import ones. So the grain and livestock goes into here. That then gets put into the Stowmarket food processing. I'll just shorten that down. So these then get manufactured into food. So whatever it is just the commodity of food. It could be anything from a burger to a salad. Opposite ends of the scale. You can see in line usage, yes, so there is a demand for it. You can see they've got a little animation of things being produced here, and then they get moved into the export bit. I've called it an export. You can rename them. They'll normally be called something like a depot. You can also see what's waiting here. So it's 2 units of food waiting to go to Stowmarket food delivery. What was food delivery? Oh yeah, I'll show that in a second. Yeah. So I have 2 routes coming out of here, out of this out of the food processing bit, they get diverted to wherever I see the demand is. So I believe the two routes are. Is the one going straight? Alright, so what were the routes? So you click on this button down here, down there. You can see all your lines. The ones that are visible only, so you can see. Let's narrow it down to road. So you can see I've got a grey line going up there, which is Stomach Food Exchange. Got a lot of trucks going up there actually. So food delivery is yellow. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, okay. I understand what's going on here, right? So I've got these broken off into two lines. So one line goes up here, along this road, under this underpass, hits the main junction, goes past Ipswich, onto this bypass, and then goes to here. We'll get to what exactly this is in a minute. You can see the food is getting put onto this line and then transported around. We'll get to this bit in a second. The other one, so the other line, I go across here, and then it gets put into this depot here. And this depot here has two purposes. If I click on it, you can see what area its catchment area is, what it supplies. So whatever goes into here feeds into this area. So let's say food, so it'll feed this area. You can also see this airport is linked to it as well. So you can see food going in here. Now I have a plane going from here up to a town. What area does that go up to? I think there's a town up there. Yeah, there. You can see there's another airport there. That's another cargo airport up there. So I just picked the town that was furthest away. I thought I'd stick an airport in to see how the cargo side of stuff works. Because I think the cargo stuff, the freight stuff, is not standard in the game. It is a mod, but I think it's on it is on the workshop, so you can get to it. Yeah, this has workshop support as well. I should say that as well. I've got quite a few mods working on here, which are quite good mods. My downside to it is you can't have the freight mod and the passenger mod working together. So you can't have a freight and passenger airport in one airport. Which the size of these airports, I thought would be quite handy to have. But plus you would have busier airports. But not to worry, it's not a huge issue. Yeah, so that feeds in there. I also have fuel coming into here from yeah, you can also see there's some trucks coming along here. So there's back at that exchange up there, which you can see a lot of stuff going through. There's other commodities going through. I also have trucks running from there down to here, which will bring fuel, goods and construction material. That'll bring that down here as well, and that'll supply this area as well. So what I might as well show you is, so that's sort of the idea of it is, so you have a base product, it gets made into something else, and then you then pass it on to the customer or where the demand is. The food one is a very simple one. That's one product or two products. You could just do grain if you really want to. Grain going to food processing and food processing becomes the food. There are some things that require two things or even three to build to make a more lucrative product. So let's say this one down. Let's say this one at Colchester. So we have here a goods. Is this a goods factory? Oh, a save. Let that do its thing. Also, my recording jams up when it does that. So we've got a goods factory here. So this actually requires wood planks as well as plastic. Now the supply for this one is actually quite complicated, and it could do with some optimizing really, but I wanted to make use of the ferries. So let's start with where the planks comes from. The planks come from, to start off with, they come from here, which is Stonemarket Forest, which I've made this just within the catchment of that, just so it could be the trucks won't travel quite as far. You can see wood's being produced, log trucks transport the logs down to Port Stone Market, and then load it onto ferries, or Felixstowe wood ferries as they're called. Transport down the coast to where is it? Here, down to this sawmill, and then they turn into planks. Planks then reloaded back onto the dock, and the same boats that bring logs then pick up planks and then transport them to. I think there's one here that should have planks on it. Yeah, 158 units of planks. Then transport them down to Felixstowe. So yeah, loaded on the Felixstowe. They're then loaded on to. I think they're loaded. Yeah, because of everything's linked together, they then get put straight onto the freight yard. And the trains pick it up, transport it up to the train station, then trucks take it from here up to here. Now the plastic starts life off as there's two options. You can have grain, which I have plenty of, but I want to keep that on the food processor. I use oil. My whole game revolves around oil production. Everything that produces oil, so all the oil wells, so there's one there, there's one up there. I think there was another one somewhere. There's one up here, isn't there? Yeah, one here as well. All the oil gets transported down to this one single oil refinery, and that produces fuel and refined oil, or just I think it's just called oil. Yeah, just oil. So that's crude oil. Yeah, it's crude oil is produced and then transferred into main oil. The oil is then picked up from here, transported down by train down to here, then loaded onto. It's normally the red boats, normally the red ferries. Loaded onto here. See some waiting down there. Along here up to here. So you can see plastic. It's just picked up 242 units of plastic. It would have dropped off oil. As you can see, details. So it's got 765 units of oil stored. You can actually see boats queuing up to get in. Oh, you're all running quite empty, you lot. Disappointing. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that then transports the plastic back to Felixstowe, then back on this, back on another train, and then up to here, and then into here. But then the goods that are produced are then taken from here back onto here. But these are more lucrative commodities. These products get put on a train and then just transported all around, and then dropped off at certain places to wherever need them. I do have one down here for a town down here, I think, south of Moulton. But that is that's sort of one that is refining. That's not a proper system in yet. It's just one I got put in just to try and allow for more demand, to try and move more things about. I think the demand was lowering for my fuel or oil or something. I needed to find another place to put it. But yeah, this is my project to be. I actually spend most of my time on this game not so much doing anything or building loads of stuff. Like if I'd done that every time I played this game, then it would just be absolutely nuts. Everything would be connected and have loads of trains. But sometimes I just like to just sit and watch, sit from a view up here, watch the trains go and watch everything flow and just see how everything's going. I love the trucks as well. I love the animation of everything. But saying that, this is one of them games that you could sit on for hours and build a really good map and really think about it and spend a lot of time developing it. So this is sort of a call up to you guys. Do you want to see more of this? Do you want to see an ongoing series of Transport Fever? Looking at what I have here, this is a culmination of hours and hours of work, but it could be better. Now there's two different maps. This is the European map, just because I am European, and there is an American map, which is more of a desert sort of feel. So it's entirely up to you. Have a look at other people, other YouTube videos, see what you like, see what sort of thing you want to see. Maybe you do want to see some more of this. But yeah, check out the game yourself as well. It is a very good game. I've spent the most time I've spent on this game, I think, is sorting out this bit of track here, which comes from it comes from South Molton all the way along here, and then it crosses over the oil refinery and the oil transport line, and it joins onto the freight line as well, but it breaks off to a passenger one. But down here, where it all comes through and then goes into a few tracks, what it does get, there's some that goes through here and then up here, then some goes through here, and I've got one to come from down here. This one is still not perfect. It still needs a lot of work doing to it, but it's complicated. The trains don't go at all where I want them to go. But this one I'd like to sort of stay on along here, get on here, and then cross over. But it's, I don't know, maybe there is a way of sorting out waypoints and that, but that will take a long time to sort it all out. Plus signals as well. Signals are a pain in the ass. But yeah, if you want to see more of this, let me know. Planes, there's lots of planes. There's buses as well. There's not just commodities. I forgot to say before I go. There's not just moving around products or commodities. There is actual passenger lines as well. I think the best system here is to go to Ipswich, because that is the one that I've almost perfected. Ipswich buses in real life are actually green. That's why you see the green buses. Like this bus station here I have is this is a mod as well, because it's multi-level, quite fancy. I do also have coaches, because I still don't actually have a train line, a passenger train line that goes to Stonemarket. That's a work in progress. So I originally had a coach system going. That's where you'll see some coaches going from here to Stonemarket. It's the Ipstow coach line. I have two bus lines. This is buses 2 and this is buses 2. It's just the same route as this is buses but in reverse. So you've got one going either way. But yeah, move people about as well. That's where you also see passenger lines. That's what you'll see here. This one I think is just, this is the Flying Scotsman line. I've got the Flying Scotsman line and I've got the Mallard line, which is this one, the Mallard line. I call them that because I chose those trains for that original line. That's just developed over the time, and it's just those names stuck on them lines. Yeah, so these trains are moving hundreds and hundreds of people, and I've got quite a few of them as well. But yeah, so if you want to see more of this, let me know. That is about it for now. It's a very quick video just to show off some Transport Fever. A lot of people don't even know about this game as well. These are one of them games that fly under the radar and no one ever knows about it unless you're looking for it, or unless it does catch your eye. I just think I happened just to stumble across it from a YouTuber. I think it was, who was it who was playing this? Was it Corrales? I think it was Corrales who was playing. I just happened to stumble across him, watching him play it. But yeah, this is still a lot of work to do on here. You can see the two airports, so I've got a passenger one as well. That one was just a test to see if more distance would require more planes. Because I have a problem with the plane system that I think my train system is too good, so you don't need planes. I don't know if that is true or not. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, it all looks very nice. Yeah, so for now guys, that is it. Thank you all very much for watching. I shall talk to you all very soon. Bye bye.